Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you a product that I'm possibly going to need tomorrow as I've been setting up for a little event we're doing, and that is the GoodQbuy two-way radio waterproof bag. Okay everybody, welcome back. So I am busy packing for our annual event we do here in town, where we provide communications for the Harvest Festival Parade. We have a big parade in town. They shut down the main thoroughfare through town, and we are the public safety health communication type, help out with the parade type communications. Basically, we're there to back up and help with traffic on the roads and anything else. So we've done that for, every year I've lived here since, so that's been about 15 years. And I've discovered what works and what doesn't. And usually, during this event, I'm all the way at the end. So tomorrow I'm going to try to shoot a video while I'm doing the event, and give you a little bit of background on what's going on, so make sure you stay tuned for that video. But the focus of that really isn't what we're talking about today. It's forecasted to rain tomorrow, or at least possibly be very windy. And out here when it's very windy, there's a lot of dust, there's a lot of mess. So that's where this product comes into play. Now, this is the GoodQbuy two-way radio waterproof bag. I bought this, I want to say a couple months ago, specifically for outdoor ham radio events, and this will work with any radio shaped in that size, but I use it specifically for ham radio. My goal is to keep my radios dry. There's forecast of rain tomorrow possibly, and usually outside doing this event. And think about if you're doing any kind of event during a disaster or something, or flooding or anything like that, something like this comes in handy. Now, this is waterproof. It is not, you cannot submerge it. It will protect your it will protect your radio from rain or mist. And high or low temperature, it will give you a little insulation as well if you work in very cold environments, because sometimes that messes up these radios. Now, I have a bunch of radios out here to show you. Unfortunately, the most popular radio on YouTube, I don't have the original antenna for anymore. So I can't really demo it very well, and I also have the extended battery on it. That's pretty much all I use on these now, because it lasts so much longer. But as you can tell, with the short battery, which ends right about here, and the original antenna, which ends about here, that would fit in there perfectly. But we are going to demo some other radios. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you is the Yaesu VX series. This is a VX7R. This will slide right in there. And as I said before, this will seal up nicely, but you don't want to stick this into, you don't want to dunk this into a bucket of water. It will keep it from getting wet, but you don't want to dunk it in there. Now, you can Ziploc that, and you can also use these. These are little snaps. What you'll do is you'll feed them through those holes and close them forward like that. Bring it up close so you can see it. I don't know if the light's good enough there. Yeah, you can see it. Anyway, when you want to open it, you'll just turn the opposite, and they pop open. So if you want to use the strap for an arm strap or whatever, you can open this up a bit. I haven't even opened this up yet because I haven't really used it yet. And connect it in your two holes on the side here. And carry around your radio on your shoulder, if I can get it in there. There we go. I just had to put it up against my chest to do it. You're basically going to run the clips down in there and snap them. And you can carry that around nice and conveniently on your shoulder, however you want to do it. Now, the first question I'm going to get on these is, can you hear it? You can hear the radio inside of there, and we're going to demo that. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to turn two radios on. I'm going to do a quick test transmission to see if you can hear through that or not. So give me a sec to get that ready. All right, so the radio in the bag is on. As you can tell, I just have it on a simplex frequency. I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to walk to the other side of the garage so I don't get a ton of feedback, because I know this works very well and you can hear it. And I'm going to try it. So give me a sec to walk over there.
W6UTC test 1 2. W6UTC
clear. And I'm back. I don't know what... Yeah, see, that's what I wanted to avoid. I don't know what static is going on there. There's somebody probably talking far off in the distance. But you can see, you can hear it through the bag fine. You can also transmit through the bag. If I push the talk button, W6UTC test. See? So you can hear it on my other radio here. So it does work both ways. It is permeable enough to be able to hear and transmit. In a situation where it's pouring rain, that will protect your radio pretty well. Now, another question I'm going to get is what happens if your antenna's on the wrong side. I have this Redivus DMR radio here. I'm going to show you how to put that in. It also has a huge clip, and you would think that's not wide enough. The bag's not wide enough for that. So we're going to put that in there in a second. I'll show you how that works. All right, now that we got the other radio out of there, I'm going to show you how I do this. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to feed it in sideways. Now you can put it in backwards. The problem is this is a very opaque cover. It's not as clear, so you won't be able to see your display. And this is completely clear green on this side. So what you can do is feed it in this way. Now here's the part with the clip on the back. I want to show you this. It does fit in there. It is a bit of a tight fit, but it fits in there fairly well. And look at that. It's in there sideways. Whoops. And you can close up the bottom. Let me close up the bottom here. This might take a second because the other one isn't cooperating with me. There we go. And there you go. Now that radio is protected from any kind of rain, mist, dust. The big thing for me is dust. I hate bringing these radios home and they're just caked in dust and I have to take Q-tips and clean them off forever. So for something like that, that's very handy. Now that is going to protect your mobile rigs, of course, if you have them outside. But for doing events like that, they're really, really handy. Now the measurements on this are 5 inches by 13.8 inches. And as I said, it is designed to protect from rain or mist. It's not designed to protect from floods. And you can't dunk this in the water. Water will get inside of it. And it gives you the temperature protection as well for the low or high temperature. I'm not so sure about the high temperature, to be honest with you. Sealing something in a plastic bag isn't going to cool it off any. But I would think it would insulate it from very, very low temperatures that sometimes some of these radios have issues with. So that's really it for today. I did want to show you this. I was just packing up my stuff and getting ready over that way. I have all my stuff piled up and my mobile solar backup power and my mobile rig. But I wanted to show you this really quick. I was like, oh wow, I forgot to even talk about that. I bought it a while back and I haven't displayed it. And I will put a link down in the description where you can pick one of these up from Amazon. It'll also be in my store. However, they're all over Amazon. They make tons of them. If you want to find one with the antenna on this side, they have that too. So don't feel a requirement to buy the one I'm showing you. There's so many of them. They run about $8 to $9. Sometimes some of the more expensive ones are like 12 and 15. I haven't seen any that claim to be waterproof, where you can dunk it in water and seal it up. But most of them will, obviously that's going to keep it from getting wet during a downpour. And being that we're predicting some rain tomorrow, and I'm going to be out there working, I'll probably have to be out of my vehicle for a lot of the directing of traffic. So this under a raincoat is not going to get wet. As far as it affecting the RF, I doubt it, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. Ideally, what I want to do is set up my mobile radio, and I'm going to cover all that tomorrow. I'm going to do a little step-by-step video, me setting up and what I'm doing, maybe a little bit of the parade. So you'll get to see a little bit of that too. So that's kind of cool. Like I said, I will put this in my store. You can check that link down below. You can also click on my store down below. If there's nothing in the store you like, just shop as you normally would. Really helps out the channel. And don't forget to check out our Olight and our Thrive Life link if you're interested in getting started in some freeze-dried food. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.